The Misadventures of Cy and Elmer. The scene is the rear of the smuggler's house on the riverbank. Cy and Elmer have been joined by the sheriff and Steve, and the quartet is busy trying to solve the mystery of the mail packages delivered to the tunnel house, where a secret room is thought to be underground. Steve is on the riverbank, watching the fishermen in the small boat near the private dock. The sheriff and Cy and Elmer are examining the old stone chimney at the rear of the house, looking for an opening into the room they know is directly under them. The sheriff is prepared to drop a tear gas cartridge into the smuggler's room. We now hear Elmer tapping on the stone chimney.
My goodness, reckon I can tell the difference between stone and glass. Now this one. There's stone in it.
Yeah, yes it is, Elmer. Most chimneys is stone.
Yeah, but this stone ain't stone. Now listen to this here.
No doubt about it, Si. Elmer's found the window to the secret underground room.
That glass painted to look like a stone way up at this chimney. Wouldn't let much light down in that room.
Don't have to let in much, Si. We went into that room from the tunnel, seen right in it, and there was light coming in it from someplace. Bet this was it, too.
You going to bust that glass, Elmer?
Well, I guess I gotta bust the glass if the sheriff is going to drop that crying perfume down into that room.
Oh, nobody said nothing about no crying perfume.
Elmer means a tear gas, Si.
Oh.
We'll have to break the glass, all right. But let's figure what's going to start happening in that room under us when that gas goes down in there.
What is going to happen?
Well, what'd happen if somebody dropped a bottle of crying stuff in where you was?
I'd go to crying, I reckon.
Certainly you'd go to crying. Wouldn't be tough at all for you to go to crying no time.
Oh, never mind that.
Yes, but you'd get out of that room, too, if you had sense enough. That's what this big fella down there is going to do.
Where's he going to?
Well, I think he'll most likely try to get out the river into the tunnel. You say he never saw you in there?
No, I don't guess he did.
Well, he never seen us in the tunnel, Sheriff, but if that fishing fella's seen us come out, I bet he's seen some kind of a signal. Yes, I bet he sent a signal to that big fella in the tunnel room.
How could he send a signal with me and Steve watching?
Well, whoever's in that tunnel knows that you've been in the cellar. And they also know we're up here looking for a way to get into that tunnel room. But they probably don't know that we found the river door to the tunnel. Now, if we drop that gas down here, the big man is likely to try to get out the river door, thinking we'll be watching the cellar wall.
Oh, that's awful mixed up, ain't it, Elmer?
Oh, 'tain't mixed up at all to a smart fella. All you got to do is drop a spotter down through this window and then wait for the big man to swim out.
Is that all there is to it, Sheriff?
Well, just about, but we got to run for the dock as soon as we drop the bottle and watch that river door.
Yeah. What about the fishing fella out in the boat?
Well, we got to keep him out in the river far enough that he can't warn the man coming out of the tunnel. Now, we'll each take one job to do, and we'll each do it careful.
What's my job, Sheriff?
Well, there ought to be some crocheting or tatting or something like that you could do.
Now, Elmer, that's enough of that.
Call off your dogs, Elmer. We got work to do.
Yeah.
Now, Si, you go down there by Steve and watch the fellow in the boat. Get right on top the dock and listen for that door to open under you. But don't stick your head down over the edge of the dock.
Oh, why not?
'Cause you'll have to get a shot off at, that's why.
Oh, and I guess I won't stick it out.
Go ahead, Si. And be sure you and Steve keep that fishing fella stingy at least 30 or 40 feet from the end of the dock.
Oh.
Now, when you're all set, wave your hand to Elmer and me. Then we'll break this gas cartridge down through the glass here and run to help you at the finish.
I don't like the way you said the finish.
Will you get going, sire? The finish will be all over before we get started.
Hey, listen, that's enough, Elmer.
Well, never mind. We'll get started. Yes, you'll take them
don't
from
be
me,
trying
too,
to
just
phone
as long
me
as we're in business. Now, if you got straight what you're to do?
Yeah. I'm to lay down on my stomach on top of the dock.
That's right.
And listen if anybody opens that steel door under me.
Yep.
And Steve is to keep that fishing fella out in the river so far that he can't get no signal to the tunnel.
Yes, sir. I'll take you right to the doctor, too, just quick as we get to town, Si.
What's wrong with what I said?
Not a thing. You remembered every word of it. That's the reason I know you ain't feeling just right.
Oh, now, Elmer.
Now, stop arguing, boys.
Well, I can't
Come
help
on,
it,
get
Sheriff.
going, Si, and don't forget to wave when you're ready.
All right, but I get all the hard jobs all the
Oh, sometimes Si ain't got a lick of sense, Sheriff. And then again, it gets worse than that.
Wait a minute, hold on, Elmer, hold on. Wait till I get this bottle ready. Might not break with all this stuff around it.
Certainly wrap that stuff up good, don't they?
Yeah, they have to. We'd all be crying around here. Now, bust that glass and bust it all out, so I can be sure to have room to drop this thing straight down.
We're dead gummit anyhow.
Well, why don't you hit the glass? You ain't nervous, are you, Elmer?
Well, you certainly ain't nervous. I just finding the right stone, that's all. Now you'll see it get a good bust. Now she's busted. We'll break them pieces out of the corner now so you can get your arm in, Sheriff.
That's good enough, Elmer. Now step back so you won't get this in your eyes if it breaks too quick. Now listen careful and see if we can tell how far down it falls. Here it goes.
Yes, sir. Heard it way down there, Sheriff. Yes, sir. Reckon it must have hit the bottom all right.
Elmer.
Hey, Scott, we forgot to wave at the boys and wait for their signal. Come on, Elmer, we better run down there as fast as we can. And when we get there, you go to one side of the dock and I'll go to the other.
Hurry up, Elmer. You fellas never did wait for us to wave at you or nothing. Now I reckon you're gone and dropped the bottle.
Sign up so darn loud. We don't want nobody to be hearing our business out here.
I was getting kind of worried.
Will you learn to hush up sometime?
How's my place over here, Sheriff?
You better get down the bank a little more, Steve, so you can see anybody that comes out from under the dock before he can see you.
Is the feller in the boat all right?
Well, he's out far enough, but I wished he weren't right in front of the dock. However, it's too late to fix that now. Hey, Stingy, if you do anything but sit right where you are, I'm going to let a lot of water into your boat, you hear me? Through new holes in the side.
And I got to lay here in all this danger.
Well, if you just lay still, you ain't in no danger at all, you darn fool. But if you keep on wiggling around, you'll liable to get slivers in your stomach.
Oh, Elmer. I thought I heard something under me then.
Get down on that side of the dock, Elmer. Quick now, right close to it. I'll stay here. Now quiet. Everybody till something...
I can hear something. I know I can.
Well, shut up, son. We'll all hear it.
I heard something then, all right, boys.
That's the noise that steel door makes when it's opening up.
Will you hush up, Si Perkins?
There's something moving under the dock.
Steady now, boys, steady. Wait and see what happens. If our friend don't come out, we'll just bust that door down below the water level and fill his room up. That'll get him out.
Yeah, I heard that steel door slam again then, all right.
Yes, I guess you did it, that, Si.
And I saw something fall out that door into the water.
Then all we gotta do is to wait, men. That man you boys saw in the tunnel might be a giant, but he ain't no fish. And he's got to come out from under that dock pretty soon, I'm telling you.
I don't feel so good with my stomach laying on top of all this trouble.
Oh, for goodness sake, you don't feel so good in your stomach or your back or something's up. Well, turn over on your back then if your stomach hurts. Nobody cares, I guess.
I don't see anything moving under the dock now, Sheriff.
Can you see right through it there, Steve?
I can see daylight on the water through the cracks, and there's nothing moving in there.
Yes, I thought. That means the giant's going back into the tunnel. Yes, sir, just what it means. Come on, let's see it.
Wait a minute, Elmer, wait a minute. Don't do nothing till I get off of this dock. I feel just like a setting hen sitting on top of a red-hot stove with a keg of dynamite inside of it.
Yeah, and that's just the reason we're going to wait for the other fella to move first. No telling what's liable to break out now.
Break out? Oh, my goodness. Look, Sheriff, look. Look at that fishing fella. Look at him quick, Sheriff.
What did you see him do, Si?
I seen him pull in a fish. Yes, sir. I seen him pull in a fish.
Well, my goodness sakes alive, sweet sassafras. What's the matter with that, Si?
Plenty.
Well, he's supposed to be fishing, ain't he? That's what he's sitting in the boat
I know,
for.
Elmer, but the sheriff said not to let him do nothing at all, and fishing is something, ain't it?
Well, I don't know but what you're right, Si. Now, fishing looks honest enough, but I figure Stingy is mixed up in this.
Steve can see there ain't nobody under the dock. Yeah, where did that fella go come out of the tunnel?
Say, maybe he went back in and is getting south some other way, and we're losing time sitting here.
Yeah, I don't like to admit it, but, well, I guess Elmer's right, Sheriff.
Yeah, I know he is, Si, and we're going into action right now. Now, look, Steve, you stay right where you are, and don't take your eyes off that fella in the boat. If he makes one move that don't look just right to you, take a shot at him. And I'll take the consequences if your aim is too good. Now, Si, here, you and me are going back into that tunnel.
Oh, Sheriff, you mean we're going down through that water and open up that steel door and crawl right smack back into that tunnel?
Oh, for goodness sake, Sheriff. Look, why don't you take me with you? My goodness, I could be some good to you down there in that tunnel.
Oh,
yeah, indeed. You'd be good to nobody.
Sheriff,
yes. Take Si down there and he'll faint away on you if there's any trouble at all.
No such thing, Elmer.
Well, I got another job for you, Elmer. Si's got to go with me. Now, you go around in front where you can see the whole yard. And don't let nobody past you. You hear me? Don't let nobody past you going either way. All right, come on now, Si.
You mean get into that cold water?
We're going right in that steel door. We can leave the door open, and the gas will soon be out. And if that fellow went back in the tunnel, we'll find him. Stay right there now and keep both eyes open, Steve. Round to the front there, Elmer. Come on, Si. Remember now, Steve, don't let that boat move.
Say, what's wrong with that boat, Sheriff?
Well, I ain't sure, Si. But if we don't find this big man in the tunnel, that boat is going to get a good going over. Now, Si, careful now. And when you open that door, watch out for that gas.
How would you like Si's job of going into the gas-filled tunnel? And what happened to the giant that came out of the tunnel? Your announcer will tell you when you may hear the next episode of Si and Elmer over this station.